Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video from inside my van studio. We are experimenting with some things, actually. I bought mounts for the inside of this van, and I've mounted lockable arms and two lights to try to illuminate the inside, because what I really want to be able to do when I travel around is show off the places that I go. For example, behind me right here is the Blue Water Bridge that connects Michigan, United States, with Sarnia in Canada. I would love to be able to share all the places that I go through these videos, on top of sharing different things like people I meet and places that I go in general, and the rides that I take, and the vans that I see, and the fish tanks that I interact with, all sorts of stuff. So anyways, hello! I am actually here in the van working on some stuff. There you go. So you can see I'm at my desk. I have this cool monitor. This is a monitor that hooks up to the laptop via one USB-C, and it doesn't even have power. You don't even need to have power connected to it. This is going to be one of the first videos that I put out that I'm intentionally recording in subtitled Chinese and English. I'm going to try and post. I've got like 1.5 million subscribers on platforms in Asia. I really want to share this journey because it's traveling around America, and maybe there's some people in Asia that are curious about that. So I might be simplifying my English so that it goes into this new translator that I have. You ever heard of CapCut? Holy moly, this thing is amazing. I've been able to translate a bunch of short videos into Chinese and post them in record time. When I was living in China for 17 years, I used to have a guy in Hangzhou that helped me to translate all my videos. And now, knowing that I can do it by myself, it is a game changer. And so I want to bring in my audience from Asia via those platforms. In my last video, if you didn't see it, I talked about this trip. In the near future, I will be embarking on a road trip, a road and trail trip, actually. I'll be taking the van, fully kitted out, and I'll also be hosting my trike. My trike will be actually attached to the back door here, and I will be traveling around North America, visiting unique trails, whether to cycle or hike, cool bike shops selling trikes and all sorts of different things, visiting people in the van life industry, because in building this van from nothing, I bought this van without any windows. It was basically blank slate, and I built this thing out into what you see here today, which is pretty amazing, especially for me. So for me, I learned a lot. So I'd like to revisit a lot of the places that taught me different things, and I incorporated into this van. So there's that. It's been 3 years that I've been working on this van, and it's finally completely finished. Nothing is ever completely finished when you're building a van, but it is as finished is going to be. But in my last couple of videos, I talked about the trip, and I got a bunch of suggestions, and I wanted to talk about some of them. I'm adding as many points as I can to this trip. So somebody said the Allegheny Passage, Moab, all over Utah, an organization called Forgotten Not Gone, which is in Las Vegas, and it's veterans that do like cycling. These are kind of things I'd like to join as well, like organizations that ride, and maybe I can join on a ride with them. Going into Mackinac Island and riding. There was a bunch of Kentucky suggestions, a B&O Trail, Mickey from Laid Back Cycle. Somebody said you should contact. I'm already in contact with Mickey. Big Sur, the Silver Comet Trail, and a bunch more. I'm writing them all down, and I'm putting them on a map. There will be all sorts of these smaller adventures. My mission is to drive to a place, and if it's cycling, I find a place to park, whether somebody out there can offer me a parking spot with some power. I park there, I drop the trike down, I do a day trip on the trike, or I do longer, it depends on what the trail is. And I ride a beautiful, spectacular trail, or I visit somebody, or I do an interview with somebody in the back of the van, finish it, and then move on. I'm trying to build some larger themes into the trip as well. For example, the company that makes the trike, AZEB, has about 30 distributors, stores that sell AZEB trikes around North America. I'm talking with AZEB right now, and I'd like to talk with some of the distributors about utilizing the product that I ride, the passion I have for AZEB into the trip, so that if these shops can offer me a parking space, maybe show me around their shop. And then, you know, some of the best rides I've ever had in the United States have been when I've met people who knew the area. Cycling shops, they know the area. I hope that I can use these AZEB distributors as a backbone, and then from that backbone build a larger tour. So like I said, I'm in talks with AZEB. If you own a location that sells AZEB products, you know, reach out to me. Let's talk about how to do a cool ride and help promote your shop and promote AZEB along the way. Obviously, there'll be a lot of van related stuff and going to the different shows. I've talked about that as well. I'm working on a website right now for the van, because I have so many things in this van that have affiliate links that I've worked on, that I have, you know, I've partnered with these companies. I want to build a website onto Jayo.com that like sort of shows off all of the specialty components and how I put them together within the van. So, I mean, there's dozens and dozens and dozens of companies that I've integrated into this van, and I want to show appreciation for them as well. I did a short drive out here. It was only a couple of hours, but I wanted to kind of get out here. Rose is kind of sitting and sleeping between the cabinets, and I am feeling really excited and really comfortable and really interested to sort of take these next steps. That's today's video. I am also shooting a lot of like shorter videos. Seems like YouTube has grown a lot and evolved a lot in the time that I haven't really been posting a lot. And now it's all about short videos, reels, shorts, TikTok videos, Douyin, you know, Xiaohongshu. Maybe I could talk about Xiaohongshu. That's been crazy. But that would be more of a nuance video. Maybe I'll shoot a nuance video. But anyways, we'll end this one now. So again, if you are interested in sharing a location that might help the tour at all, I'll leave my email address in the description. You send me an email, you say, Matt, here's a spot. You can stop by, you can hang out. I think this tour will start in a little over a month, the one I'm talking about. In the meantime, I'll be going here and there, but I have the dog and I have the cat and I have a house that needs watching over, and I can't quite do like a 3-day bicycle ride and leave the dog in the van. So I don't want to really start the big adventure until I get that all situated and plan out every spot. And so when the dog and the cat are all certified, then I'll be flying them back to China. When I come back, that's when the big tour will start. So again, leave suggestions in the description, and thanks so much. We'll talk to you later. I filmed this on my iPhone with good light. How did it come out? I also bought the Osmo 7A or something. So my microphone connects to the unit. The unit's charging my phone. I can do this all day long.